Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Mr. and Mrs. Kroll, and wish you much success in the future.
That a lot of people have used prior, you know.
Happy holidays, HK, and good luck in your retirement.
Off these people. Let's make them.
Well, HK, just got a couple things to tell you. Number one, I'll miss you very much, and you know that. And number two, I know you're going to Florida, you and Sneevy, and I know you're taking Ed Ballard. So I demand that I go with you just to watch over Ed so he doesn't get silly drunk. Have a good time. Bye. Raise your hand.
I've only been with you 10 of your 30 years in Dayton, Ohio, but I knew about you a long time before that. I remember when I was in Cincinnati back in the 60s, you'd do things first and we'd read about it in the magazines and then we'd copy you. So I felt that I knew you a long time before I ever met you. You remember the first time we met? I was sitting in a hustler club in Cleveland, Ohio, goggly-eyed watching some beautiful, thin, bikini-clad Italian girl swing back and forth in a swing. That's where I met you with Joe. It must have been about 15 years ago. But the 10 years here bring back a lot of fond memories. And I thought I'd share a few of them with you, Chief. The classics that stand out are the excitement of the WDAO word contest. I'm sure you remember that. Those wonderful days working with Marion Sleeth and Pat Carter. The romantic glances that were often witnessed by employees that used to flow between Philip G. and Doug Carrick. Those great engineering days with Keith Harden that have become known as the epoxy years. And the masterful way that you used to sell your very good friend Mark Goldman the election returns on both stations with 60 promos and 40 spots for $300. There were the unique selling techniques of Russ Williams and Doug Wells. I even remember when Art Barrett worked here, and when Art Barrett worked here, and when Art Barrett worked here. Nobody could ever say you didn't give a guy a second chance. I remember when you decided to clean the storeroom one time and threw away 5,000 WDAO bumper stickers because they were in the way. How you helped us understand the company's policy regarding the computer when you were heard to say one day, what the hell do you mean you turned down an order because you missed the deadline? I don't remember Greg Wallace, but I do remember your man out of town in Chicago and New York, referred to as the Dayton Flash. There were Harold Parshall's naps in the management meetings, and of course his unique manner of working with people. But I also remember when I first came to town and Sam and I were living alone, you're having me over to your house on Christmas so that he and I would experience a family setting at that time of the year, and how you helped me and my daughter Chris in a time of need. It's been kind of like not only having a boss in the front office, but having a father in the front office too. We're going to miss you, Chief. The old place just ain't going to be the same without you.
It's 12:36 and about 37 degrees outside. But there's a very significant reason why I'm in this room doing my video. It's one that only a couple of people in the audience will probably appreciate. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but there's a slight tear in this wallpaper. This section of wallpaper has been replaced. It was replaced a couple of years ago. Something I've had to get off my chest for a long time, and now's an appropriate time to do it since you're leaving. I do know who did it. I didn't do it, but I know who did. I think it would be inappropriate, though, to name that person, since said person cannot be here to defend himself. I don't think that an indictment is in order because there can be no counter to that indictment since they couldn't make it tonight. So we'll simply leave it a mystery and say, I wonder who did it, but I've gotten it off my chest. I know who tore the wallpaper. It's 12:37 and about 37 degrees outside. But in the last 5 or 6 years, I guess going on 7 years, off and on that I've been at WAVI, I've learned a lot from you. 12:37, 70, or 37 degrees. One of those things I'll always take with me is never forget time and temperature. On the serious side, and there are those out there who don't think I have a serious side, probably including yourself, Bud, I have really enjoyed working for you, and I mean that in all sincerity. As Vic Casano said, it is a family. You're firm but fair. And I think that's important. I haven't always agreed with what you've done, but you've been around the track a few more times than I have, and you know more about radio than I'll probably ever know. And I respect you for that, and I respect your decisions. Not, again, that I've always agreed with them, but I've always respected them. You're the boss. You're the man who signs the paycheck. Maybe I haven't even always shown that, but I do respect you for it. And I wish you the best. I wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday. I wish the best for you in your retirement. And play a round of golf for me. 12:37 and, about 38 degrees.
Oops, caught me again. Oh, well, let me turn my radio down here. Hi, HK. I'd like to thank you for the past 5 years of your lovely employ, and I'm going to miss you. You've been a great person to work for. And, you know, when you buy that horse farm in Kentucky, I'd like you to think about me to management because you know how I love horses. So I'm just going to get back to work here. What's a 4-letter word coming into a lot of money? Rich? Bye, HK.
Well, Bud, we weren't planning on this tape running quite this long, but as you can tell, a lot of folks have a lot of things to say to you and about you. I do, however, hold in my hand the last envelope. I'd like to read this short letter to you. Dear Bud, on this occasion, when your many friends gather to celebrate your 30 years in broadcasting, Barbara and I want to extend our congratulations to you. You pioneered in so many fields. Virtually every area of broadcasting has felt your influence. You caused WDAO-FM to serve the needs of the black community in the Dayton area. And you set an example of courageous and intelligent programming on your all-news and talk station, WAVI. One theme seems to run through all your innovations, a faith in your listeners and their capacity to make wise judgments on important matters when they are informed. Best wishes to you and Sneevy and lots more adventures together in the coming years. Sincerely, George Bush, Vice President of the United States. And Bud, from all of us here at WAVI and WDAO, very happy holidays to you and Sneevy, a very happy retirement, and God bless you.